Good afternoon, Postal family. How's everybody doing? My name is Saeed. Welcome back to my channel. What's going on this Sunday? Beautiful Sunday at that. Nice day, sunny, 70s. Can't ask much more than that. But anyway, today's topic, the March 13 NALC report came out. What was said with USPS and NALC, the negotiations, contract, all that good stuff lay down what was the takeaways from this meeting and what the top priorities are for NALC as a whole going into the negotiations. But first, if you're new to the channel, my name is Saeed. Postal content is what I do love to do. Thanks everybody for all the support y'all give me. Keep giving me the thumbs up, smash that hype button. I appreciate all you do, all the comments. Keep them coming. Everything y'all share is awesome, wonderful. Uh, I appreciate you guys taking your time out to write something in the comments, whether good, bad. I respect everybody for taking their time out to put a comment in everything. So, everything I say on here is from my views, my research. I don't speak on behalf of USPS Post Office in any of my videos. So, what I'm discussing is the NALC, the March 13 report came out in the members portal. What was discussed, what's on the table between the negotiations. So let's get into that. What's going on? Well, what is the current big six priorities going into the negotiations? General wage increases. Well, this is of the collective bargaining survey results and the Renfro's opening statement, the union focusing on these specific demands so far. General wage increases, moving beyond standard cost of living adjustments to secure substantial base pay raises, reducing time to top step. This is a very serious one. The current 12-year plus path to the top pay step is a major point of contention. NALC wants this slash significantly. That's a very strong case right there. It takes 12 years plus to get to the top pay. That's 2026. That's unexcusable. That's got to change. It's got to go way further, quicker than that. Eliminating the two-tier pay scale, a push to transition to an all-career workforce and raise starting pay to improve retention. This is also huge. What Mr. Renfro lied about in his negotiations last year, if you can remember. This was brought up, eliminating the two-tier, but he couldn't accomplish it. Hopefully our next president can. He can get it done. He's failed already in this topic. A lot of times I do remember this was discussed, but nothing ended up with it. We're still with the after 2013, if you're hired, you got a lower pay scale than before 2013. So this is a major change up and needed. You got to make it one pay scale so everybody's at a fair wage. It don't matter if they were hired after 2013, which is completely ridiculous, or before 2013. So you got to have one pay scale. Contract compliance, addressing management's lack of adherence to existing contract rules at the local level. We all know this one. Management, they have their own ways. They don't abide by the contract. They break the rules left and right, and there's not much to pay for it. So other than grievances, they got to be held more accountable than that. So cost of living protections, defending and strengthening the cost of living adjustment formula against inflation. This is always on the rise. Cost of living and inflation, they go hand in hand, and you got to have a significant cost of living adjustment as to where inflation is. So, workplace safety and staffing, increased protection, realistic staffing models to handle rising delivery volumes. Workplace safety is always a topic, carrier safety out there on the streets. We're all alone out there on our individual routes, and criminals out there attacking us for the arrow keys, whatnot. Criminals out there, robberies, trying to take, what we're delivering. So this safety and staffing is always up there. Now to the latest update, which was released in the members only portal. So what was said on the meeting on March 13? Sixth COLA under the existing agreement 2023 to 2026, the sixth regular cost of living adjustment was recently announced at 250 annually for carriers affecting following the January CPI release. USPS leadership. David Steiner is the current postmaster and the administration focused on delivery of America. 12-year climb to top pay is the hot item was discussed on this. Unacceptable according to national leadership. 12 years to get to the top pay. That is, that's got to be taken down to 8 or something, man. 12-year to the top step is extremely ridiculous. Shutdown hunger campaign results in $525,000 plus donated as proof of carrier solidarity during the recent government budget uncertainties. So that's what was discussed. Because this is weekly, this was just from the March 13. Likely decided, unlike the 2023-2026 cycle, which was ultimately decided by arbitrator Dennis Lonan, both sides are currently attempting to reach a negotiated settlement first. However, the union has signaled they are prepared to move to interest arbitration again if a tentative agreement isn't reached by the time the current extension windows expire. So, but they're talking about arbitration again, but arbitration didn't do us no good either. That guy just signed off on the thing we rejected. So it don't make no difference. So that's what was said. The major steps, like I said, got to be discussed. General wage increases, reducing time to top step, that's a major one. Eliminating the two-tier pay scale, that's another major one. Make it one pay scale so it's fair to everybody. Because right now, if you were hired before 2013, you're on a higher pay scale than if you were hired after 2013, which is completely ridiculous. So it's got to be one pay scale across the board. Contract compliance, cost of living got to go hand in hand with inflation. Workplace safety, these are the major topics that are being discussed right now in the negotiations. So keep you guys up to date on these weekly things, the negotiations that come out. Another thing wanted to cover was one of our employees. This is a credit to, I love this story, man. This is a true example of dedication. This guy here, let's see. 25-year-old Bruce Arma, new member of the male team, found a wallet half buried in snow in Coropolis, New Pittsburgh. He tucked it away in his car and continued on his route, but not because he meant to steal anything. Finishing his shift, he looked to see if there was an ID that might have an address, and thankfully it did. Arma explained why he struck out at the end of the long day in his own car to return the wallet to its rightful owner. It was my father's good deeds, Arma said, explaining that he did taught him that he should do the same in strangers' possession. He lost his wallet and someone returned it to him, so I was just returning the favor. So this young man, 25-year-old Bruce Arma, drove 52 miles in his own car to return the wallet and get this, minus 11 degree weather. That's a credit to him, man. We applaud you, Mr. Arma of Pennsylvania. Great employee, great example. This guy drove 52 miles in minus 11 degree weather to return the wallet to its rightful owner. That's awesome job. Well done, man. That's awesome. So just wanted to share the top bits that came out of this March 13 meeting. There wasn't much. I mean, collective. In the first 2 weeks of negotiations for a new collective bargaining agreement for letter carriers, NALC and USPS reps continue working to clearly outline and understand the parties' respective economic priorities. Additionally, representatives have discussed dozens of proposed changes and additions to the agreement on a variety of issues affecting the wages, hours, and working conditions of letter carriers. Among those issues are the improvements to letter carriers' leave provisions, Article 10, the grievance arbitration procedure, Article 15, and the discipline procedure protections, Article 16. Each of these potential contract changes or additions were created by subcommittees of NALC Executive Council members after months of intensive preparation. The subcommittees developed these and many other concepts and proposals after consideration of NALC's official bargaining positions adopted at national conventions. Feedback from this branch and state leaders 2021 National RAP session, rank and file bargaining committees, the participation of members across the country in surveys, and more. The parties will continue to bargain on these and priorities as the negotiation process continues. So that's the meeting from the March 13 that was discussed. We'll see how it progresses. With this president on hand, same that failed us last year, we can't really hope for that much until we get a new president, but still got to keep tabs on what's being discussed and where the carriers stand and the demands on the table and all that good stuff. Anyway, that's it for this video. Hope everybody's doing good. Mailman Saeed coming at you. I've been down recently, just with the bad cold for a while now. It's really bugging me, annoying me, but slowly getting over it. Hope everybody's doing good and stay good out there. Prayers for the world go out. May this war end. We need peace in the world more, it's disrupting everything. So always prayers on that. So stay good out there, everybody. Stay safe. Mailman Saeed out.